Hey folks, this is a Gyro 143 RC Drift car. This is also a Gyro RC Drift car, a Porsche Skyline. This does not have a gyro, this one doesn't. Did you buy the wrong one as well? So what can you do about it? Stay tuned to find out. Yo folks, how's it going? Welcome to the channel, welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to go through these Jiabaile 143rd RC drift cars. I probably butchered that proper, but these quite popular, they're like miniature drift cars that you can get from AliExpress. Not going to go through the running of this, we're going to talk about the versions. So, okay, hi, right, so today's video is about these small 143rd drift cars, and I'm going to be talking about the versions. There are two different versions. Someone has said that there is a third version. I've not been able to find it. So two versions, version 1, no gyro, version 2 with gyro. Now version 1 comes in 4 styles. There's the Porsche, you got the Skyline, the Hoonigan, and there's a BMW. I don't have the BMW because it was out of stock. All come with lights, 3 speeds, drift tyres and on-road tyres. Now version 1 should cost you between about £25 and £30. It's about $30, $35 depending on where you buy it from. Now I mostly get it from AliExpress. The lowest price today I checked was about £24, but that might have been an exclusive discount for me because I get a lot of coins, etc, 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 bonus points. Version 2 with the gyro should be about £40 to about £50. That's $49 to $61. I found one today at £38. That included shipping to me. Again, it depends on where you live and what relationship and how much you buy from AliExpress. There are probably other stores you can buy it from. I mostly use AliExpress because it's convenient for me. Okay, so how to tell them apart. The gyro version has a gyro adjuster on the controller. Let me show you. So that is version 1, that is version 2. As you can see on version 2, you have a gyro switch. Now that controls the sensitivity of your gyro. You may also get gyro installed on the box, but that's not always the case. On my gyro one came in that box, which didn't have that sticker on there. But my non-gyro one came in that box. So that's probably where some of the sellers are selling it based on what the description on the box is. But they're taking pictures of the insides of it, which doesn't have the gyro and does have a gyro and so on. Some of the sellers are probably not as clued up as what we are, and some of us, you guys are, and they're selling the non-gyro versions as the gyro versions and the gyro versions and the non-gyro versions, if that makes sense. Now, AliExpress have a really good resolution process, so if this does happen to you, all you need to do is raise a case, make sure that you had all the details for the claim, and usually you can either send the car back to them, or normally, in most cases, because they don't want to pay for shipping again, they will offer you a huge discount on it. Like this one I bought, it's supposed to be with a gyro, came in the gyro box, but it wasn't a gyro version, and I think at the time it was about £38, and they gave it to me for 18. So I thought, you know what, I'll just keep it. So yeah, so there you go. So those are the versions. The other thing with these is if you have already bought a non-gyro version and you want to add a gyro to it, there is a way of doing that. What you will need is a Das Micro version 5 nano drift gyro. Only the version 5 will work. There are different versions. You need to make sure that you get the version 5. Okay. Now these retail at about between £15 and £18 on AliExpress. That's what, $18 to $21. I actually got it just before Christmas and I got it for like £13. Again, I buy a lot from AliExpress, so you collect coins if you log in every day, blah blah blah. I'm sure you know how it works. So there is a way of fitting this into a non-gyro version. The only difference will be is that you will not have the gyro sensitivity controller on the controller, or the switch on the controller. So you have to set the gyro in the car. So you have to open it up and fit it in, and once you've set it, you close it up and you can't set it again. Which in this case is fine because it's not a car that you're going to run on different types of tracks. You're only going to be running it indoors, and once you set the gyro, you probably won't need to readjust it again. So that's what you need to do. I am going to show you how to do that. There is a video already showing you how to do that. However, the video said, because the connectors on one side are slightly different, they're slightly wider, and in his video he's just said to push it through and it will fit. I tried it twice and both times I bent the pins. So I had to look for another way of doing it. Very easy way of doing it, actually. They include it with it. So I want to show you how to do that, but I'll show you how to fit it into, I'm going to fit it into my Porsche. And then I'll show you that afterwards. These other two, I just thought I'd get about because, well, why the hell not? So the first one is the LDRC LD1803. It's a Honda NSX drift car, 1/18 scale, 2-wheel drive, gyro built in, and comes with on-road, off-road tyres and some cones and stuff. There are loads and loads of upgrades available for these, like new wheels, spoilers, and comes in quite a few styles. All the links I will put below. The coolest thing about this, which really got me, was the pop-up lights. Yeah, why is it not working? There you go. Oh, how cool is that? Is that not cool? I thought that was super cool. And that's what got me. And this does have the gyro, as you can see. And you can set the sensitivity on the gyro as well. But yeah, it was the lights that did it for me. And obviously it's got rear lights as well. And the front lights. Yeah, the pop-up lights, which is cool. I can look at that all day long. Anyway, so that was about... The price for that is around, I don't know, about £35 to £45, which is about $43 to $55. And that includes shipping. Again, I got it cheap because I got it through AliExpress and I bought it just before Christmas. This is something that I kind of got for near to nothing. It's a 1/24th scale car with lights and drift tyres and blah blah blah. However, I would say this is more of a toy because it's not fully proportional, and that means that the steering doesn't turn based on where your wheel is. It just left turn or full right turn, etc. Yeah, so I mean, other than that, it works fine. I didn't find any problems with it. It's okay for just messing about, I guess. That's what you want to do. And it's got a fair few lights on it and stuff. So if you look at the steering, yeah, it's just either left, it's either right. But still, it's you know, I mean, I think they retail for about £17, which is about $20. But I had a whole bunch of coins just before Christmas, and they were about to expire. Put the coins into there and I got that for £10. I mean, it's even got body clips, but there's nothing underneath there. You can't really do anything with it. Anyway, so that's the other two. I'll probably do a video on them separately. But for now, let's go and fit this gyro into that. And you can see, let me see, where's the controller for this? Oops. So this is the controller. And you can see it turning. Oops, controlling this one. Let's turn this one off. Why is it not controlling this? There we go. So there's the car, and as you see, no gyro on this one. There's got a gyro on there. This one, gyro. This one, nothing. So we're going to fit this into that. So let's go do that now. Right, so we're back on the desk. Probably easier to work from here. Let's see what we got. So we've got the Porsche car non-gyro version. We'll check it again so you can see. Switch that on there. Working there. Turn it around. Nothing. Right. So let's turn that off. So you need it off. And this is what you need to convert your version 1 non-gyro car into a gyro drift car. And this is the Das Micro Nano Drift Gyro version 5. Please remember that it's only version 5 that will work with these version 1 cars. Like I said before, it's about £15 to £18. I don't know what's that, $18 to $21. I did get it cheap because I got it on a discount just before Christmas. What you need to do is go onto AliExpress, go onto these sites and search for them, and just keep looking. You'll find the best price for it. All right, let's have a quick look at the gyro. It's tiny, so bear with us. My hands are still a bit... Just these two fingers work. It's bloody annoying. All right, so that's the gyro. As you can see, it's tiny, and that's the lead that we get. Put that to one side. Let's take this gyro out. So here we have gyro. There's the gyro sensitivity setting. There is a little button on here somewhere. It's just there. I think, oh, this side. And it also has an LED, and then it's got two connectors. So how this fits is that you need to take your car apart. I've already removed the screw. There's just one screw at the back there. So you take that off and you slide this out just like that. So there's your servo. That's the cable to the servo, and that's your power cable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the power cable first to be on the safe side. And this is your servo cable. So how this works basically is that your servo is going to plug into the gyro, and then from the gyro the cable is going to plug in to your car. Okay, now in the original instruction video it says this plugs into the gyro, and then this plugs into the car. This is too wide and doesn't fit. It says push it in and it will eventually go in and it'll widen the holder. Tried it twice and it's bent the pins. I'm worried that if I do it again it's gonna break the pins, so I don't want to do that. So what can we do now? What we can do is we can buy another connector like this one, like the official one there, and put it onto here. Or this cable is for connecting to your receiver so you can control the gyro sensitivity from your controller. We don't have that in this car. However, this plug is the right one. Go figure. So all we're going to do is we are going to remove the pins from this plug, the wires from this plug, and we're going to put them in here. We're going to put that connector onto here and that connector onto there. That connector's not used, but this connector does get used, and it's a 3-pin connector and it'll work fantastically. So to remove the connector, there are little tabs on the top. You probably can't see it. You're probably going to have to go on and have a look at another video. So to remove the tabs, you need to remove the wires. There's a little tab on the top, and what you need to do is you need to very carefully lift up the tab, and this will come out. You can use a needle or a very small safety pin if you've got one. They do come out. What you need to remember though is which way these wires are going to be going. So if you look at that, that is the way they need to go. Right? That's the back. That's the front, because you can see the wires in there. Right? So what you need to do is we need to take this off, and switch them over the same way around. That makes sense? Then that is going to plug into the car. This is going to plug into the gyro. It's going to sit between the gyro, and we're going to have a gyro car. Now I'm going to do this off screen because I can't do it myself. I have to get someone to go and do it for me because my hands just don't work. So I'm going to have to get one of the girls to do it for me. But it's really simple. There are little pins on there, plastic pins that hold this cable in. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift it up slightly, pull the wire out, and then we're going to change the wires over. Sound good? Right, let me go and do that and I'll be right back. Right, we're back. Okay, so got them off. Those are the pins, the wires with the pins, and these are your connectors. Now I've put the connectors the right way around so I don't forget which way they are. I mean, you need to make sure that you do it the right way around. And so what we're going to do, let's push this one in first. So the way you push it in, it's got two sides to it. It's got like a clasp side and a flat side. The flat side goes at the top. If I can get a hold of it, I can't even see. Let's see. So yep, that's the top side, and we're going to push this one into the one that we're not going to be using, and it needs to be where the pin can be seen, so it needs to go that side. So let's just push that in. There you go. So you can see it in there. Right. So now we need to do these three, and we need to make sure we get it the right way around. So that's the top flat side, and this is, these things are so small, man, you can't even see them. Okay, right, so this one goes into the end there. This one is the second one. Make sure you got the right wire, otherwise you're gonna have to take it out again. So this is the second wire, goes into the middle. There you go, done. And the last one is going to go into this one. It needs to be the right way, otherwise those little catches are not going to catch it and hold it in. Now there you go, you can hear a little click when it goes in. So those should be all in, and you know that they're in because right at the front you can see the little silver bits. They should be all held in nicely. Make sure they're all in properly. And I've already pushed these pins down, but that's a given. Just make sure you push all those plastic pins down that you've pulled up. So there you go. That's what we wanted. And we can now go ahead and fit this, and hopefully it doesn't blow up. So take the servo cable out, which is this one. Servo goes into the, sorry if you can't see, I'll try and do it as best as I can. Servo cable goes into this 3-1 here. Make sure you get it the right way around. Yep, that's in there. This cable goes into the gyro. Again, make sure it's the right way around. And this one, your new cable, now goes into here, into the car, and it should be a direct fit. Why they've used two different connectors is beyond me. Well, there you go. Because I messed about with it so much, the pins are slightly out, so that's why it's not going in properly. Give it another try. I think that's it. Let's have a look. Fingers crossed it works. No, must not be in yet. Right, red light's on. Not getting any steering though. Right, let me go off screen and calibrate it, and I'll show you what I'll show you what the calibration process is anyway. 1 second. Hi folks, so I'm back. Okay, yeah. The reason why it wasn't working was because one of the pins had pushed back, so I must not have pushed the plastic clip in fully, and when I'm pushing it onto the board it was pushing it out anyway, so I've sorted that out. So I've gone ahead and stuck it down. All I've done is use some of this 3M tape. I've looped it 3 times so it sits a bit higher, and so it's got something to sit on. I've also sorted the wires out a little bit. So if you see, go left and right, and you now have a gyro. Okay, so you do need to calibrate it, so set your endpoints, and to do that you need to turn the car off. There's a little button right here, and you've got to hold the button down, switch the car on. The red light will flash fast and then slow down. You then put the car down, turn the steering wheel all the way to the left, hold it to the left until the gyro centers the steering itself. Then you hold it all the way to the right until the gyro centers itself, and then that's it, it's set up. You've got a gyro sensitivity button there. I've left it about halfway. I don't want to do it too much. I think that's about right. And yeah, so we now have the car with the gyro. So, is it worth doing? I think that's a question for each individual. There are pros and cons for both of it. I mean, pro, if you've got a version 1, you can't send it back, you really want a gyro, then you can go down this route, and it's fairly easy to do. There are some complicated parts. For me, I found it a bit hard because my hands are not working properly, and I just can't do those fiddly bits. Normally I would love this kind of thing, it's the sort of stuff that I love doing. But the cons on it is, for £5 more you could get a gyro car. Also, that gyro car will actually have the gyro adjust button on the controller. So those are the two things that you have to think about and think, well, should I just get another gyro car, or should I actually gyro up mine? I mean, this one is a gyro car, and if you can see the controller here, that's the gyro button on it. Okay. This one is not a gyro car, so I may or may not do it to it. I might not do it to it, because if I got friends round and we're going to have a little bit of a race, I'm going to give them that car so I can beat them. Simple as that. But yeah, so that's all done. I just need to put this car back together again. It's literally 1 screw. Yeah, so there you go. I hope this helps. I'm going to link all the links below, including the original instruction on how to fit this, where to buy it from, etc, etc, etc. Now, I'm not going to do a running video because there's loads and loads out there. Plus, my friend at the RC shop has just done one, and I'll link his video below. And yeah, go and check that out. You can see it running, and he does an unboxing as well. And obviously, subscribe to his channel because he does a lot of cool stuff and cool content. So yeah, so if you guys want to do this upgrade, it's going to be at your own risk. There are things that could go wrong, and you could end up with something that doesn't work anymore. So it's totally at your risk. It's not something I said do this. It's totally up to you whether you want to do it or not. Me, something I wanted to do. But yeah, so please think twice about it if you're going to do it. But if you really want to do it, like I said, I've linked the original video and all the other links down below, so you can get what you need and whatnot. Okay, that's it for me. So I've got a few more videos coming. I'm going to be doing a video on this LDRC NSX, which is pretty cool because it's got fantastic pop-up lights. There's another car somewhere here in this pile that I need to look at. Plus I've got loads of other stuff coming as well. So if you want to see all that stuff, subscribe to the channel, set the notifications, like the video if you liked it. Please dislike it if you didn't like it, but leave a comment to say why you didn't like it. You know, all the feedback helps. I'm not a professional YouTuber, I just do this for fun. So yeah, that's it. That's all from me. So see you on the next video. That's it. Ta-ra.